So you want to try CBD, but you have no idea how much to take, right? So we're going to talk a little bit today about how you dose CBD and really from a medical perspective. Hey everyone, Josh Rimini here with Dilworth Functional Wellness Center and your Functional RX podcast. Today we're going to talk a little bit about dosing CBD. You know, I'm a big fan of having medical knowledge in the realm of nutrition, and in this case CBD and cannabinoids. I happen to be a pharmacist by trade, and I'm trained professionally in functional medicine, and I get a lot of people coming in for CBD, and we sell a good amount of it because I have a lot of good uses for it. We've talked about that in other podcasts and videos, but today we're really going to talk, all right, CBD's right for me, I want to try it, how do I dose it? Well, one, I hope you're not getting your dosing from the gas station attendant who's selling the CBD gummies, or even the health food store or the head shop who thinks that they're professional and they can safely give you a dose. There's drug interactions with CBD. We have to be careful with that. So I always screen for drug interactions and nutrient interactions with cannabinoids. That's a big thing that we do here. We do CBD consults. You can get it right on our website and get right into figuring this thing out because we personalize the dosing. We want to make sure you get the right stuff at the right time. But the long of the short is we go low and we go slow. There's no reason to use a product if you're using a high quality product at a huge dose. You know, the more is better strategy doesn't necessarily work here, and we'll talk a little bit about how that works. So what we do is we start people on our lower strength bottle. We have two strength bottles. One is what I would call one that you like to try, and the other one is kind of clinical strength. But what we do is we go low and slow. What does that mean? That means we start with one dose and we work it up for 1 week or 2 weeks. So I usually start the dose at bedtime just to see if anybody's gonna get a little drowsy from it. But we use one dose for a week or 2 weeks. Then we go up to a second dose. So we do one dropper full and then we'll do 2 dropper fulls on the second dose. And what we do is we monitor, so let's say you're using it for sleep or anxiety. So we monitor over those 2 weeks if I'm improving. And if your symptoms are improving, then we go up to the next dose. But we only go up every week or 2 weeks. CBD hangs around the body a long time. The industry we call it in pharmacy, the half-life. So the half-life is really strong, but it takes a while for it to get in the system and out. So there's no reason to jump doses every 2 days or so. So if somebody's telling you to go up a dose every day, I would go around and I would turn around and go somewhere else. You know, we can't be talking like that. So we go up a dose, we get better, and then we go up another dose in a week or 2 weeks. So I go up every 1 or 2 weeks, depending on the person's susceptibility, what drugs they're on, the variables that are in play. But every 1 to 2 weeks, we go up a dose and we get better. If we're getting better, we still continue to gradually work, right? So we want to get to our optimal achieving results. And then what happens is, and I've done this with my dog too, so it works. And I want to tell you guys how to understand where you get to your sweet spot or your maintenance level. So let's say you got up to a dose and you're on 2 dropper fulls, and then you went up a dose and you got to 3. So you were doing 1 in the morning, 2 at night, because we only dose it more than twice a day. There's really no reason to get up to 3 times a day, I don't think. Let's say you got to that 3rd level of dosing and you didn't feel quite as good as the last dose. The reason that happens is we can overshoot, right? We can oversaturate the system, and we get, the whole goal here is to get the body back in balance. So anything in excess is out of balance as well. So what happens is you feel a little less than you did the prior dose. That means we back it down to that previous dose, and that seems to work for everybody on where they sit with their maintenance. And then we kind of look at that over the next couple of months to see if we need to adjust, but that's kind of how you get to your maintenance dose. Go low, go slow, get to a point that's with a little bit less, and then back it down, and that's your maintenance dose. For more information, go to our website. There's plenty of information there, dilworthdrug.com or dilworthfunctionalwellness.com. And keep listening to the podcast. I'm putting more and more information out there on Your Functional RX podcasts. I'm a functional pharmacist. We need to get down into good function with people and get off this pill for an ill strategy. I'm Josh Rimini, Your Functional RX podcast. We'll see you soon.